What's up, horror freaks, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have a classy UK-Spanish co-production flick. It is Eugenio Martin's 1972, just really cool atmospheric horror film. Guys, it is Horror Express, and this one is just one that's really cool, really unique, definitely goes off the rails into some crazy territory that you just wouldn't suspect from this type of flick, but yeah, great stuff, so let's jump right in and see what it's all about. Here is Horror Express. Horror Express is an outstandingly classy UK-Spanish co-production horror flick, which combines the mystery and intrigue of a whodunit plotline, and combines it with a creature feature body snatcher twist. Dressed to the nines and tremendously performed, the cast and crew of the production delve deep into the insanity of the picture, forging an unorthodox approach to this little horror stunner and making for an entertaining experience that definitely keeps pace with its long list of legendary actors and actresses. Fantastically wild and wholly imaginative, Horror Express is a pure cinematic gem, and an unstoppable horror film that throws caution to the wind in order to tell a tale that is anything but ordinary. The film follows an English anthropologist named Professor Sir Alexander Saxton, who stumbles upon a most wondrous discovery in the frozen tundras of Manchuria, in the form of a prehistoric humanoid beast. Boxing the specimen up, Saxton and the precious cargo aboard the Trans-Siberian Express on their way back to Europe, but shockingly his creature comes back to life and begins brutally murdering anyone in its path. Are the passengers of the Trans-Siberian Express able to survive this clashing of ancient cultures, or have they all bought their last ticket on the Horror Express to hell? Like something ripped straight out of a demented Agatha Christie novel, the cast is robust and memorable as they come, with thespians coming out of the woodwork and performing like their lives depended on it. From bit parts to full-fledged starring roles, everyone does a wonderful job with the outrageous material, and they all do their part in filling in this out-of-control production with class and unparalleled style. The heavy hitters of this terror train of a flick is Christopher Lee as Professor Saxton, the fame-seeking anthropologist whose ambitions have now unleashed a living nightmare onto the world. Peter Cushing as Dr. Wells, a colleague of Saxton and a crack investigator of the unusual. Alberto D. Mendoza as Father Pujardov, a warped spiritual advisor who's convinced evil is on board the Trans-Siberian Express. George Regaud as Marian Petrovsky, a wealthy count and lavish aristocrat trapped on a death train. Sylvia Tortosa as Countess Irina Petrovska, a beautiful and wealthy young woman who's trapped on a train with an ancient evil. Julio Pena as Inspector Mirov, the law of the land aboard the Trans-Siberian Express and the man tasked with stopping the killings. Helga Line as Natasha, a sexy jewel thief whose good looks and feminine ways can't get her out of this sticky situation. And last but definitely not least is Telly Savalas as Captain Kazan, a boisterous Cossack whose ego is just too much to handle. Right down the line, the cast does a fabulous job in injecting a jolt of life into the film, and they all do a commendable job in keeping this crazy train rolling. brilliantly mysterious and exceptionally satisfying. Horror Express does an amazing job in filling in its runtime with enough memorable moments and hair-raising scenes to shake a stick at. And the creature effects and overall practical nature of the production are quite wonderful and substantially foreboding when it comes to overall creepy class. The twists and turns of the narrative are inventive and unpredictable, giving the film a totally out-of-control feel that matches the over-the-top subject matter to perfection. It's powerfully atmospheric and unrelentingly demented, and to top it all off, it's jam-packed with a genuinely legendary cast. With its Hammer horror-style production value and its penchant to go a little hog-wild with the crazy material, Horror Express is an unabashed cult classic flick that wears its persona on its sleeve and constantly aims to please. It's dark, disturbing, and completely entertaining. And that's just the way I like my flicks. In the end, Horror Express is a runaway train into uncharted horror greatness. And there you have it, freak shows. That is the amazing and totally classy UK Spanish production, Horror Express. Just a tremendously amazing cast. So many people, so many great parts, great memorable moments. The creature is amazingly weird. The concept behind it is totally mind-boggling, and it's just really fun overall. But guys, I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I would love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you at the next movie review. Take care.